I am 1 week post infusion of my first half dose of Briumvi. How are things going? So first and foremost, I just wanted to start by saying that everyone's experiences with MS and MS treatments are completely different. So the symptoms and the side effects that I experience may or may not be the same for you. So I just wanted to start off by saying that. I'm simply making this video just to give you some information. If you're a researcher and a digger like me, you want to know all the things about the drugs that you're going to take and what's going on, and you like to hear from other people's experiences. And so this is all this is I'm just sharing my personal experience. Today is the 6th day post infusion, so tomorrow will be exactly 1 full week post infusion. And the first day, so the next day after my infusion, well, let me back up a little bit. So the night of my infusion, I actually ended up waking up scratching myself like crazy all over my neck and chest. I broke out with a little bit of a rash, still itching just a teeny little bit. And in the next day I had a full-blown rash and flushing. So I took some Benadryl, make sure to drink plenty of water, and that definitely got me through it. The first 2 days were actually not too bad, other than just the itching and flushing. By the 3rd day is when I really started to feel the fatigue. If you experience chronic pain in any type of way, that's one of my symptoms that I've experienced with MS since the beginning of my diagnosis almost 3.5 years ago. So again, this may or may not be the same for everybody else, so just keep that in mind. But by the 3rd day, I did experience, I did start getting achy, started getting some pain in my arms, my legs, just overall chronic pain that I experienced, just overall aches. I also did feel a really overwhelming sense of the chronic fatigue. Again, if you experience chronic fatigue already, this may or may not happen to you. So if you don't have chronic fatigue, maybe you'll just feel a little bit worn out, and that's about it. But because I do have chronic pain, it really knocked me on my ass. For the pre-meds that they give you before your infusion is the 50 milligrams of Solumedrol and the 50 milligrams of IV Benadryl. So I think that the first 2 days, the Solumedrol is still in your system, it's keeping you going. And I think that because by the maybe 3rd day it started wearing off for me a little bit, is when I started to feel the aches and the pains and just overall really just worn out. So give yourself a few days to recover if you can. Otherwise, just be very gentle with yourself. Just make sure you drink lots of water, get lots of rest, and keep extra Benadryl on hand. Otherwise, today is day 6. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot more energetic. I got through. I also did a lot of rest over the past weekend. My infusion fell on a Tuesday, so by that Fridays when, Thursday, Fridays when I started feeling the pain and just overall really, really run down. So I made sure to take it easy for the weekend, to get lots of rest. And so today is Monday. Tomorrow will be 1 full week post-infusion, and I'm definitely feeling a lot better. So get plenty of rest, eat good foods. That's another key factor too, is that I've been eating very clean this past week. Other than, of course, some desserts here and there. I've been trying really hard to stay away from the sugar, but that Solumedrol I've been on Ocrevus for 2 years prior to taking Briumvi, and so they say that if you are already on a B-cell depleter, that it usually is a lot more tolerable for you. I've already been on Ocrevus, like I said, for 2 years, and so I think that this should be a little bit more of an easier drug to tolerate. Hopefully that's the goal here. When you take Ocrevus for the very first time, it's a 600 milligram dose, and they give it to you in 2 half doses, the same way they do as Briumvi. Only they give it to you in exactly half doses. So they break it apart in 300 and 300 milligrams. Briumvi doesn't do that. So this past week, I received 150 milligrams over a 4-hour infusion period. And next week, I'll be going in for a 450 milligram dose over a 3-hour infusion period. So, but yeah, next week I go in for the other 450 milligram dose. I will keep you guys posted on how that goes as well. But I hope this helps. Again, this is just to share my experiences. What I go through may or may not be the same for you, but tips and tricks are always good. So drink plenty of water, keep some Benadryl on hand, get plenty of rest, eat good food. All in all, I'm feeling pretty good. I hope this helps.